According to Antonio Galani, the next producer makes some of the most hauntingly beautiful, profound wines anywhere in the world. And indeed, every time I've had these wines, it's always been an extraordinarily memorable experience. I'm talking about Soldera. Soldera was a man after my own heart, and he had a strict no spitting policy. Anyone who visited the winery and spit was immediately thrown off the estate. Sadly, however, he passed away in 2019. But fortunately, his production methods and the outstanding wines that he produces continue to live on. The fruit for the Soldera wines are grown in the vineyards using natural, organic methods. There's a stringent selection of fruit, and anything that's less than perfect is discarded. In the winery, there's an extended fermentation that can often take as long as a month to complete. Only the free-run juice is used, so they don't use any pressed juice for this wine. That helps it to preserve its elegance. The wine then undergoes extended maturation in large Slavonian oak casks, followed by additional bottle aging before it's finally released. One December morning back in 2012, Soldera woke up and was told that all his wine was gone. He immediately went to the cellar and discovered that during the night, a former employee had snuck into the cellar and drained 10 huge, large oak casks filled with wine. As a result, most of the wine from the vintages from 2007 through 2012 was largely destroyed at a loss of more than $25 million. Because of this tragedy, demand far exceeds supply for this wine, and it's very, very difficult to locate, and prices are much higher than they were before this tragic incident. Before this incident, the Soldera was classified as a Brunello di Montalicino, but after this incident, Soldera withdrew from the Brunello Consorzio, and since 2013, beginning with the 2006 vintage, the Soldera wine has been labeled as a Toscana IGT, so it's no longer classified as a Brunello di Montalcino. I've only tried Soldera a few times, but it's always been an exceptional experience. I tried one with substantial age on it from 1991, and that one was a remarkable experience. But I also tried one that was a new release, a 2016 vintage, about a year ago. That one showed just incredible purity of fruit, much like a high-end Burgundy. Just absolutely extraordinary. There's been about 4 or 5 vintages in a row now since the tragic incident, and so there's a little bit more of this wine in the marketplace than there used to be. As such, it's a little bit easier to locate than it was before, but it's still extremely highly allocated, and even those special retailers who do get an allocation typically only receive 2 or 3 bottles of vintage, so you'll definitely have to hustle to get your hands on one of these. And it won't be cheap either. It's about $600 or $700 a bottle in the United States. It's definitely a very worthy bucket list wine, and one that you'll definitely want to try at least once.